Welcome back to another episode of Plate Stack Chat, episode number 77, no less. Now, if you are watching this episode, you will notice I am very lonely today. It is just myself. On the screen, there is no Jason, there are no Tom, or there is no Tom, there are no guests. It's just me. And that is, well, there are many reasons for that. Today, Tom is currently on a baby first aid course, which is obviously very important when you have a newborn baby, which is brilliant. So, as always, there's always a congratulations. So congratulations, obviously, to Tom. Baby, I mean, baby's, I think, 3 months now, 2 months, 3 months. But yeah, he's doing well. Jason is working this evening. Jason's had to pick up an extra at work, so he's out earning the pennies for the household. So it leaves myself. I was going to have some guests on this evening, but they are too busy setting up what is strength in depth for the weekend. Hopefully we'll get them on and we can talk about what we're going to talk about at another point. But they're busy setting up. They had planned to come on and they couldn't make it. So I'm sorry about that. But you have me. This won't be as long as other episodes, which you might love, or if you do a long journey every Thursday morning or any time and you want to listen, then sorry guys, it's not going to be that long. But we do have a whole back catalogue of episodes to listen to on Spotify and all the other good places to listen to it. We've got lots of videos you can watch on YouTube, and you can even listen, I found out, on YouTube Music. But if you pay for YouTube Premium, then you can put the video on it and then lock your phone and it still plays anyway. There you go. But I've got a couple of things to cover this episode. The first being what is going on in the world of CrossFit. Well, currently, what day are we today? We are the 7th, or it can't be the 7th. That's percentage of battery. It's the 8th. It's the 8th of June recording. We are 2 days out from the last of the CrossFit semi-finals. Many athletes trying to bag their spot, punch their ticket, if you will, to the CrossFit Games. This weekend we have the Atlas Games, which is obviously one of the North American semi-finals. We have the CrossFit Copa Sur, which is the South American CrossFit semi-final. If you're living on Instagram and YouTube, you'll have seen, well, obviously he's at CrossFit Mayhem. Guy Malheiros is obviously going to be at that one. So he'll be throwing down, I'm sure we'll be seeing some big numbers from him in it. Well, and the guy's just, he's going to do bits at the games. If he punches his ticket, wink, I'm sure he will. Obviously, Atlas Games, Pat Vellner is going to be there. I reckon being chased pretty well by Jeffrey Adler. I believe, off the top of my head, I think Emma Lawson is also at the Atlas Games, which is good. But nevertheless, the last but not the least of the semi-finals is strength in depth. Now, I can't remember if I've said this officially on anywhere yet. I will be on the competition floor at strength in depth, not competing. You'll be glad to know, because no one's given me my golden ticket to a semi-final. There's still a possibility. We've still got 2 days left, but no, I am going to be emceeing, comparing, whatever you want to call it, on the competition floor. So you can, if you want to tune in, you can go to the CrossFit Games YouTube channel. You can even go, if you go now, they're already scheduled. So 2:45 p.m. we've got the Clydesdale media crew tuning in this evening. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys, that Jason and Tom are not here. I did explain why they're not here. Jason's working and Tom's at a baby first aid course. Yeah, why am I not competing? Burn it down. To be honest, like I've got a bit of a back injury, and I wouldn't want to put myself through that if maybe next season. Maybe next season I'll be there. But yeah, if you go to the CrossFit Games YouTube channel, you can get notifications for Strength in Depth. That starts at 2:45 p.m. BST, British Standard Time. You can watch the Atlas Games at Friday. That starts at 6:55 p.m. British time. I couldn't find the CrossFit Copasur online to watch. Yeah, but I'm sure maybe one of the Clydesdale guys, Clydesdale Media. Yes, stay safe. Thank you. Next year, certainly, I will certainly stay safe. I don't want to hurt my back anymore, you see. But yeah, this is a question. Clydesdale Media guys, is there a place we can watch the CrossFit Copasur? Guy Malheiros. Kat, if this is you, then you'll definitely know because you are a big Guy fan. But yeah, anyway, you can watch at 2:45. First heat kicks off at 3 p.m. I could talk you through the whole floor plan, everything like that, but I'm not allowed. But it'll be so good. Trust me. Trust me. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, that's the what's going on this week. But I don't know about you. But I'm getting a bit, what's the word? I'm getting a bit sort of run down by the whole, not the real media, like, this person did this, and this person did that, and not like, and Hiller, I genuinely, I think what Hiller is doing in the space is good and potentially needed. The way that he goes about it, I mean, he's come straight out and said, I'm gonna do one thing, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what he's doing. He's doing his one thing. He's calling people out. He's trying to make the sport better. He's trying to do things better, and I think that that's a really good thing. I'll be honest. I think that's a really good thing. But what that does is sort of, this is Scott. Okay, sorry. We'll come back to that. This is Scott. Hi, Scott. I assume it'll be on the game site. We're talking about the CrossFit Copasur. It'll be on the game site as they have all been on there as well as YouTube. Thank you very much indeed. I've watched all of them on YouTube, but I didn't know they were also on the game site. So hopefully there'll be live coverage of that around the same time as the Atlas Games. But this whole thing and the whole sort of what I'm calling BS around the whole sort of sport of CrossFit, right? Because we're concentrating a lot on the sport of CrossFit, and that's great, right? It's like the sort of icing on the cake of I don't know, the sort of cream, the nice bit, the easy to watch bit, the easy to judge bit, the easy to sort of throw opinion out bit. But what I really love, and we've talked about this a little bit on the podcast before, but what I really love is going to the gym. And Jason, Tom, and I have been chatting about sort of the logistics of this podcast and how it's going to work. Is it going to still be on Wednesdays? Will it still be at 8 p.m.? Like, because the whole live streaming thing is going really well. But we much prefer doing CrossFit than talking about CrossFit, right? And I think that's probably the healthier way to go and the healthier way to be. So I think that the best way of doing sort of the rest of this podcast is to and potentially moving forward. So we have been talking, Jason's been trying to get some good news stories from people around, people sort of messaging in and stuff. But and I'm into that too. I'm all over that. But what I've done for this week is I've gone out and tried to find some. I've trawled through Instagram. I've looked at different CrossFit gyms. I've gone on the CrossFit Games site, the CrossFit like the CrossFit site, CrossFit UK, and tried to find just a few good sort of heartwarming, good stories about how CrossFit is changing people's lives. Because I think that's important. Whether, I don't know, whether Danny Spiegel is doing burpees right, whether Catherine David's daughter's doing snatches right, you know, whether Mal O'Brien is doing ring muscle ups to standard, like those, that they are important. They are important in the sport, and they're important when we think about the integrity of the sport of CrossFit. But I think what is also really important is the idea that everybody is important. Everybody who does CrossFit is important. Okay. And we had in our gym yesterday, we had Bring Your Friend Tuesday, which was epic. Because there were basically 2 workouts on the board. And if you didn't bring a friend, you did this workout over here. And if you did bring a friend, you did this workout over here with your friend. It was so good. There were so many people, extra people in the classes. And it was great. And there are so many people throughout the world that CrossFit has changed their lives. So I thought, what would be a good idea is if we go through just a few of them. And this is literally just a few. Okay, we're going to do a bit. What I say, we, the royal we, the Craig Ritchie we team. That's not a dig, by the way. That's just, I find it funny. It's like the royal we. I do that quite a lot too. But to look at and talk about some good news stories. Okay, so I'm going to try and share some of these. Where are we? Let's go with this guy. So we are going to have Mike pop up on the screen, and this is a post. Let me make it a bit bigger. I will read it for those of you who are currently listening to the podcast but not watching. Okay, so Mike, so Fit to Function Recovery, that is at Fit to Function Recovery on Instagram, celebrating a year of fitness and ongoing recovery for Farmer 1744. So this is Mike. Mike joined us in May of 2021. At the time, his goals involved getting up and down the stairs without holding onto the railings in his daughter's old South Boston home, walking more confidently without his cane, and finding greater independence in and out of the gym. Mike took a break midway through the year when finances became a barrier, but with money through the fitness fund, thanks to the overwhelming generosity of this community, he was able to return several months ago. This is the community that they're talking about, not obviously the PlayStation chat community, although that would be an epic thing to do. Oh, that'd be so good. Let's talk about that another time. Hold us to that. So Mike never turns down a challenge, smiles his way through every workout, and always does 2 to 3 more reps than asked of him. He's improving his squat mobility, stepping up confidently, squatting, pressing, swinging, and benching heavy loads, and dragging that heavy sled like my old football days. In quotations. I guess that's Mike. That's a Mike quote. Mike takes the workouts and movements to his local gym and continues to push for better recovery every single day. On Mike's first workout here, he completed 4 rounds and 4 reps of the following: 10-minute AMRAP, 3 lunges to box support, 5 squats to box, 20-inch box, 7 ring rows, and 9 kettlebell deadlifts at 35 pounds. Now I'm just gonna share the video. I'm going to play the video, and I'll talk through it as Mike's doing it. This might be a little loud because I haven't. In fact, let's turn it down a little bit on the browser. Let's play the video, and I'll sort of talk you through it as he's going. So this is a picture of Mike. So Mike is doing. There we go. There's his kettlebell deadlift, single arm, which is decent. There he is. Lunges to box support. That's good. He's lunging to box support, which is really good, and then squatting to a 20-inch box. There we go, single arm ring rows. What a legend. He's going to go full 10 minutes of that bad boy, and he looks like he's cooked by the end. What an absolute legend Mike is. AMRAP, there we go. Fit to function, better than good enough. That, heartwarming stories. Heartwarming stories. I think that's amazing. I think, Mike, you're an absolute legend. And yeah, you know, it's incredible what people are doing in and around the world. So that's obviously one from Boston. We're going to go to a different video now. This is a lady called Amelia. It's at Amelia Does CrossFit on Instagram. Apparently, I don't follow her yet. Let's follow her. So Amelia is from CrossFit Pocklington in York, I believe. I think that's how I want to say that's how you say it. But Amelia's post says, it's never too late. My mum turns 70 next year, and after many years of back pain, I managed to convince her to come into the gym for a session with me to help with her general fitness and strength. She began the session with trepidation and unease at the thought of a bodyweight squat, but we ended the session with some modified barbell back squats and high fives after a dumbbell workout. Another reason I love at CrossFit. Health and fitness needs to be inclusive, adaptable, and empowering. That's what I strive to bring all my clients every day in the gym, but feeling especially proud of my mum today. Heart face, maybe a little bit biased. I think that is incredible. What you're doing with your mum there, Amelia. Actually, my mum's doing some fitness at the moment, but I won't go into that. It's not CrossFit, but I guess, does it matter? I guess that's the point, isn't it? People should just do fitness. Obviously, CrossFit, the methodology is brilliant, and you should all sort of take part in that. But we'll watch now what Amelia and her mum have been up to. So they have and a banging soundtrack. This is how we do it. They are doing single arm dumbbell snatches from a box, which is pretty decent. 1, 2, 3. They haven't posted the workout that they're doing, but very nice technique. Synchro as well. They're doing it, which is brilliant. High fives at the end. Look at that. Brilliant. Well, Amelia, you are incredible. I'm guessing I haven't looked too deeply into your CrossFit, into your Instagram page, but I assume you're doing some form of PTing and coaching classes, which is incredible. Again, this is what CrossFit is all about, getting people into some form of health and fitness. Which is incredible. And this is who I'd love to be talking about. It's great talking to fit, famous athletes. It's great talking to sort of people in the fitness world, and we will continue to do that. Don't get me wrong. But what will be really good is when we get the opportunity to chat to people that have literally had their lives completely changed by CrossFit. We're gonna go for another one. I've got 3 more. Some of you may have seen this one already. This is a lad called Ethan. I saw this on the CrossFit UK page and was immediately drawn to it. So CrossFit UK post, meet Ethan. Ethan has osteogenesis imperfecta, which is to the mere mortals like myself, brittle bone disease. Ethan's parents are members of CrossFit Haddington. After training there for a while, they approached owner Sarah, CrossFit Level 3, to ask if she could train him too. Of course, Sarah said yes and has been working with Ethan under the guidance of his specialist physio, adapting CrossFit for his specific needs so he can always get a workout in. Sarah says it's been awesome to train Ethan. He's loving it and it's making so much progress. His parents attend every session with him, and whenever I need him to move or change spots, they're always the ones to pick him up and handle him. I just show him how to do the movements and make sure he's safe, as his parents are right there. It's worked really well. Ethan had a goal to do Murph with his dad at the end of May. This post is a celebration of Ethan's tenacity and dedication, as this is exactly what he achieved. Sarah's done such an amazing job with Ethan that she has now been contacted by a parent of one of his friends who is also wheelchair bound with a different condition. They heard such good things about what CrossFit can do, regardless of physical ability. They wanted to give their daughter the same experience that was making Ethan so happy. CrossFit really is for everyone. And yeah, that was met with amazing. There's loads of comments, 500 odd likes on that one. Ethan, you absolute legend. Bless you, mate. Again, it's incredible what CrossFit is doing for people. And what, you know, I can't imagine there are many box owners or gym owners. Jason doesn't like the word box, but there are many CrossFit gym owners who don't definitely, in fact, they definitely don't go in it to start making gazillions of pounds, because I'm pretty certain that your average CrossFit gym does not make gazillions of pounds. Okay. I think they do all right, I'd imagine. But you know, this must be the best part of people's lives. There's in fact, I'll get a run. There's a girl called Maddie who trains with the two of the coaches at our gym, and she has a condition which is sort of life limiting, and that's probably not the right word to use, but it limits what she can do in her life. So I'm going to try and get her on, because I think that would be great. If you I should have done some research on that. Yeah, Maddie, I imagine that's Claire. Claire, can you post in the comments if the Maddie Foundation, because that would be really good. Yeah, I knew it was Maddie, but yeah, if you can post in the comments about the Maddie Foundation, that would be brilliant. So they raise tons of money, and we'll touch on that definitely in another episode, because that is a good news story. The next story, two more. The next one I want to share with you is someone I have in fact met. In fact, we've done a workout together. In fact, she judged my open workout 22.2. It is the wonderful Laura McCluskey. She goes to CrossFit Glasgow, as you might see. And this is CrossFit Glasgow post. This is what CrossFit is about. People taking control of their lives and getting what they deserve for the dedication they apply, with the support of the people around them. Laura McCluskey at Laura_McCluskey XO is an absolute joy to have in our community, and it's so good to see her progressing through her hard work and determination. She's made it look easy. She's been working with CrossFit Level 3 trainer Sarah Hallen. That is at SAARAHALLAN. You can go follow her. She's really cool for structure and support on training and nutrition, but deserves the lion's share of the credit herself. #WeAreCFG. Just don't give up on your journey. Bumps along the road will happen, but always look at how much progress you have made, and do what makes you happy, and surround yourself with motivating class people to push you on your weakest days and cheer you on always. You know who you lot are. So that is what Laura posted. Now, Laura was in 2019 25 stone, which is 158 kilos or 350 pounds. Now I'm going to play a video. So if you're listening, you'll just I think there's a bit of swearing in this video, but we'll go with it. You'll see the video. I'll sort of audio describe it for you as well. So Laura, 25 stone, 158 kilos, 350 pounds. She's doing deadlifts, overheads, and in 2020 she's 19.5 stone, 123 kilos and 273 pounds, which is incredible. Which, yeah, she's been on an incredible journey. I had the real pleasure of chatting to her when I was in Glasgow in March. It was brilliant. Yeah, she's really lovely. She now plays rugby for the local rugby team, which slips my mind. I was going to try and get to go and watch their game, but it was an away game that weekend, so I Didn't get there on the Sunday, unfortunately. But yeah, do go and follow these guys. Go and check them out. They are doing great things. Just quickly going back, Claire has posted the Maddie Foundation provides a much loved and valued service for raising awareness of a rare form of motor neurons disease in teenagers. So yeah, Maddie has a very, very, very rare form of motor neurons disease. Maddie's condition is SPG15, which I'm told that, like, I've been told before that like less than 10 people in the world have, which is why they're having to raise so much money for the funding for it. I have one last one, which you will maybe recognize someone in it. It is in fact the one, the only, my only Bear Warden CrossFit. This is actually a post from 2019. That is right, isn't it? Yeah, this is a post from 2019, I believe. New longevity course starting, Bear Warden CrossFit. So this is life, longevity in functional efficacy. We aim to demonstrate no one is too old or out of shape to benefit from the basic CrossFit principles to enhance the quality and quantity of a healthy life. This is a post by Mark. Hi, I'm Mark from Bear Warden CrossFit, and myself and Sam, that would be me. We'll be coaching a 12-week longevity course. We aim at Bear Warden CrossFit for this course of functional fitness in a fun, safe, and social environment. We designed this program to assist in life's basic functions, from getting up off the ground to picking up the grandkids, to walking up the stairs, starting from the basics, increasing mobility and building strength to learn new and challenging movements and skills. The longevity class is a senior fitness class designed to safely and effectively get the 55+ generation up out of their sedentary lifestyle and onto a lifestyle of activity. We focus on improving movement through functional exercise with an emphasis on increasing mobility, strength, balance, and endurance, all while paying close attention to the quality of the movements we're performing. By design, longevity will improve your physical fitness and independence, but also your quality of mind, showing yourself you are capable of much more than you think. Now, this is a post from 2019, but I can tell you this class is still running and these people are still coming along to the class. I was fortunate enough the other week when I had a day off to drop in, because in 2019 I was coaching a few classes at our gym after having done my level 1, but I unfortunately managed to find a different job. And obviously still love CrossFit, still love the gym, and still try and drop into classes when I can, like the longevity classes, but unfortunately don't get the opportunity to coach them anymore. But Mark does still coach them, and they are incredible. So I'm going to play this little video, and I'll sort of audio describe it and you can watch it if you're watching it. So it's one of those sort of moody videos that shows what people are up to. But yeah, there's sort of some box step ups. They're doing a bit of a salt bike. There's Vic doing some leg raises. Adrian, all sorts of. There's some sexy lover doing a push up onto a box. But yeah, ring pulls, all sorts of stuff. Incredible is what these ladies and gentlemen are, and these guys even took part in the Open in 2022. Look at Vic. So yeah, Vic is one of the dads of one of our members as well. And that was sort of how it started. The idea of sort of getting people in and getting people fit. So yeah, a little story from Claire. So Claire, you'll see it says Connor, which is Claire's son. I mean, he's a bit good at CrossFit. But talking about Vic, he couldn't use his right arm, and now he is Olympic lifting. So Vic loves CrossFit, so he goes to the longevity class still, but he loved it so much that he wanted to start doing Olympic weightlifting, and is now actually incredibly proficient at clean, jerk, and snatch. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, he's been working with Mark, which is great. Yeah, going back to Claire, who is Connor here, Connor's mum. She's one of the coaches at our gym. They, in fact, her and coach Claire Park also run a women's class, a women's only class on a Thursday evening at Bearwall and CrossFit, which is great. I mean, some of you listening live in other parts of the world, and that's absolutely fine. But if you, the thing that I think is, and certainly CrossFit gyms often do this, they are the change that they want to see. So there are lots of people in the world bleating about things that we can change, and I wish I could do this, and I wish I could do that, and I wish these people could do this, and I wish these people could do that. And actually, what it's about is just being the change that you want to see. Go be the change that you want to see. If you want to see people lose like 5.5, nearly 6 stone, I think Laura lost. Laura just is the change that she wanted to see. She went to a gym, she asked someone to help her, and they helped her. Sarah, a coach, being the change she wants to see. She wants to help people change their lives. Ethan, being the change he wants to see, and the coach at that gym, they're being part of that change in people's lives. And I don't know about you, but I think that's amazing. I think it's incredible. Now comes to the bit of the podcast where I ask for your help. Firstly, if you're on YouTube, there's a little button down, I think it's probably like just under my finger where I'm pointing, is the subscribe button. Click subscribe. If you want to see more, if you want to get notifications, click the bell, and then like, and that does things to the algorithms. That means that basically more people watch and listen. If you're on Spotify, then do go and sort of follow us on Spotify and all that sort of stuff, Apple Music, all those things. But more importantly, what I would love, and Hiller does this incredibly well. He's got his like Robins. He's sort of Batman. He's got his like Robins. What I'd love is a bunch of Robins sending us to Plate Stack Chat on Instagram your good news stories. Either good news stories that you have seen on Instagram, because we all spend time pulling our thumb down the screen, or is it pushing it up the screen or down? I think it's up. Instagram's up. Yeah, Instagram pushing your thumb up the screen. Yeah, is Instagram. So that's what I would love from you. Or if you have a good news story of your own, we would love to share it. If you have a story of either yourself, someone you know, someone you care about, where CrossFit has changed their life, a CrossFit coach that has changed somebody's life, shout them out. Shout them to us. We'll spotlight them. We'll ask them to come on. I've sent messages out this week to people who have been sort of put on my radar. I messaged the myth, the man, the legend, the one and only Carl Stebbin, to ask if he knew of anyone. And he instantly, literally within 5 minutes, messaged me back with pictures of people's Instagrams going, I met this person on L1. They had a mega car accident and now they are doing CrossFit and they've completely rehabilitated from their injuries. Another lady who worked her way off her diabetes meds, like worked that out through the medium of CrossFit, and she was on an L1. Like, he sent me a few different people who I could contact, which was amazing. But what I would love is for you to be sending us those things. Chuck them in our Instagram, post it in the comments on here. Anything you feel that you need to do would be absolutely amazing. We want to feature these people. I want to feature these people because that is what this is about. That is what, that is really what CrossFit is about. The methodology of CrossFit. Sport is great. Controversy is great. you know, arguments between people is great, but what we really want to hear is good news stories, and we can merge those two things together. We've got a cool project. Well, I've got a cool project that I want to be working on. There'll be more about that in the coming months. But yeah, that's sort of the end of this episode of Plate Stat Chat. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been different. There's been no Jason. There's been no Tom. There's been no guests. But you've only had a 35-minute hop in. So I guess the other boys maybe only talk for 30 minutes between them. That's probably okay, isn't it? Anyway, do go follow at plate.stack.chat on Instagram, and then flood us with your good news stories. Go follow me if you like at La Roche Original. It's on the screen just down here. Go and follow at Jason CF Media and at Chalking Fitness. That's Tom and Jason. This weekend, you will certainly see me on the Strength in Depth YouTube channel. Hopefully I'll spend a fair chunk of the time on the elite floor, doing the announcing there, and go and watch all the other bits and bobs on YouTube. It's been amazing just to sort of chat with you at the camera today. It's been really fun. If you've enjoyed this, then chuck a like down the bottom, and share it on your Instagram stories. Bless you. Have a wonderful evening, and take care. Bye.